I've made over $10,000 by selling one ebook and upselling those buyers into a high ticket offer. And in this video, I'll show you how you can create and launch your own ebook as a coach or an expert to scale your coaching business. So let's get started. Now, if you are a coach, if you're an expert, you're probably using this kind of approach. You're trying to convert strangers, whether from YouTube or social media, into a call with you, where on the call, you're trying to pitch them your high ticket offer. You maybe are using some filtering lead forms or stuff like that, but you're probably struggling because you're either taking too many calls that are not qualified, or you're not getting enough calls or enough sales of your high ticket offer. So what I'm suggesting that you do is introducing this low ticket product so that you convert the strangers into buying your low ticket offer. So many more people are going to actually buy it. But the benefit is that they will be so much more ready for a call with you. So they will either convert onto the sales call with you and will be much more likely to convert into your high ticket sale. So you will sell your high ticket offer so much more easily, or you will keep introducing some middle ticket offers and also make so much more money profiting with your middle ticket offers. For example, you might want to create an ebook that is $17, and then those people get an upsell inside the ebook, whether to your sales call or to buy the next offer, such as a mini course, for example. So let me show you how the funnel actually looks. The setup is very, very simple. It all starts with the traffic. So people see the offer. People see that you're advertising the ebook, whether through your content or through your ads. Then after clicking on your ad or after clicking on the link, they get redirected to a landing page. On a landing page, they read the information about your ebook and how it's going to help them. And when they decide to buy, they click on purchase and they get redirected to your Stripe payment page. Simply by setting up Stripe payment link that we're going to do together as well, they fill out their credit card information, whatever, and they, after purchasing, they get redirected to an access page where they actually get the ebook and start reading it. So basically, this is the whole funnel, but it's very easy to implement. But of course, it's this very simplistic version of it. So you can keep optimizing it by adding some upsells, by adding some cross sells, and by making it more and more profitable and more efficient. So now, how do we actually start? So we need to start by creating the ebook. Then we'll create the landing page together, and we'll set up the payment link, and we'll set up the ebook page itself. So creating an ebook is the most important part. While it's very easy to just, shoot a prompt into Claude and create any type of ebook there, and well, it's very easy to do, and you could even sell this ebook. But what I'm trying to teach you is how to use the ebook and whatever digital product as a venue for your future upsells. So this kind of ebook that we're creating is going to be built with AI, but it's going to be special. So you're going to want to create an ebook that follows one of those special formats that is designed specifically to use it as an upselling tool. So this ebook is going to fit your offer letter, and it's going to prepare the reader to take the next step toward your high ticket or middle ticket offer. So the goal of this ebook should be to educate the reader, to increase the interest in your method, to nurture, basically to help them recognize this new opportunity, and you as a coach, to give them a quick win, to give them a sense that they've already achieved something by reading this book, or they've learned something very useful, and to prepare them for your mid-ticket or high-ticket offer. And by that, I mean you might include some description, some explanation about what the coaching with you is like, what your method is like, etc. And to make the next step feel natural. And by that, I mean you will no longer sound salesy. You will no longer be a stranger for them on your sales call. So they will basically need your high-ticket offer rather than just, being somebody who hears about it for the first time. So in a word, the ebook should provide real value, but it should have this nurturing nature that is not going to solve the reader's entire problem. It's not going to feed them with some information on how to do this, this, and that, but it's going to, give them a sense of what it's like when you start solving your problem and you need to actually keep going. So here are the ebook formats for coaches. Start with your high ticket offer core promise. So if your coaching is about some psychological transformation, then write down the statement that your high ticket is promising, right? So what is the person going to achieve with your high ticket offer? In what time frame and without what difficulties or obstacles? So format number 1 is complete the first step. Teach the reader how to complete the first important step of your method, but not the entire transformation. So if your main coaching program is about, for example, changing negative beliefs, transforming your beliefs into positive beliefs, if you are a psychologist, for example, then what could be the first step for a person to even start trying to solve their beliefs problems? You know better, but let's say handling negative emotions, right? So a person feels something negative and they want to figure out what exactly is wrong and why they're feeling what they're feeling, and so on. So your ebook could be about emotional problems or emotional instability or anxiety or something like that. So it should feel as if they've solved the emotional problem, but they do not feel totally fulfilled. Like they want to know why they have those emotions. Format number 2 is partial method disclosure, is when you are basically describing what are beliefs, how to deal with them, what they need to do to actually change their beliefs system, why what they're trying to do is not working, what the first step should look like for them, and what they can achieve alone and what they can achieve with additional support. So basically, a person is given a choice to either solve their problem alone or to seek help of a professional or to participate in your coaching program. So the third format is a quick win guide. So it's like a shorter version of an ebook that gives them a very specific set of steps they need to take. So something very useful to demonstrate how your method works and to basically give them a chance to build trust in your expertise and show them how you teach, show them what tools you can give them. So every one of those formats should be nurturing nature. You need to include nurturing messages into your ebook. So what is a nurturing message? When you are writing a text, you should include a line that explains why this ebook, why this particular method or part of the method is only the beginning. So they realize that it's not a full solution. You should introduce the larger transformation. So if you have learned to deal with your limiting belief regarding money or like love, for example, then imagine what you can achieve in your life if you can all your negative beliefs about money, about like health, about whatever. Yeah, as an example. Then mentioning that those transformations, those things can be achieved alone, but so much better if somebody is going to actually teach you and guide you on this path that, is going to increase your chances of success. Now, another nurturing or rather, upsell or like a cross-sell mechanism is inviting the reader to book a diagnostic call. So now they know that they need a deeper analysis of their situation. So invite them on a diagnostic call or a strategy call so that they feel that it's going to be also a value for them. Or cross-sell them toward your mid-ticket offer. As an example, Santiago is a psychologist, NLP psychologist, who helps people change their negative beliefs and basically build their life around something healthy and useful. So she has a middle ticket course, which is fixing your beliefs system. And he has a high ticket coaching program, which is like 6 months long. And it's pretty long, so it's very hard to sell people on that program that is worth $1K to $2K on a call. That's why we developed a middle ticket offer, which will give them like a mini course or a mini training that will actually let them see his teaching in practice. But we've also developed an ebook for a sub audience who are suffering from anxiety. And those sub audiences, those like small niche target audiences, there can be many of them. That's why it's a very scalable model, because you can develop many different ebooks for many different subcategories of your target audience. So say you have the people who are suffering from anxiety. In this ebook, you're talking about what anxiety is and what people are not noticing about their life and how to actually step by step solve their anxiety problem, what they need to do, like what are the methods, how they are effective. They're giving them some examples of like the tools they can use, the techniques they can use, why it's bad for you to be always anxious, and how your life can be so much better if you solve this thing. But the last chapter also tells you that it's not enough. Like that's not all. This is just one of the problems that you have that stems from your negative beliefs, that stems from your past. So if you are ready to work deeper on your beliefs, then here's the description of a course on changing your beliefs. And here's a special discount for you. So basically that's a special offer, which is the middle ticket offer. And when they enroll in that course, there's another upsell to a high ticket offer, right? And only then they go on a call with Santiago, because they are ready, because they fulfilled their curiosity. They have fulfilled their need to know more, to know him, to build the trust. You know where I'm getting at? So, but also you can include this, book a call button inside the ebook as well. You can have 2 call to actions here all across the ebook, so that those they feel more ready, they can already book a high ticket call with you, for example. So how do you actually create this ebook? What you're going to need is you're going to need the Claude or any AI chat, but I recommend Claude. And you will need Lovable. Lovable is basically a website builder, but I'll show you how to actually create an ebook in like a matter of seconds, very quickly, and it's going to look so beautiful and so professionally made, and it's going to be a digital ebook. So the first thing you do is you create the content in Claude. So you go ahead into your Claude folder, you create a new project, you call it whatever, an ebook, okay? You describe it, whatever, create the project, and inside the project, you have your files, you have your instructions. So in the instructions, you can say that I'm developing an ebook on this and this, let's say anxiety fixing topic. And then the most important part is in the relevant resources here in the files. Here, upload your any materials that you have about your high ticket offer, some presentations, basically some documents, anything related to your high ticket. Yeah, so basically let Claude know what your high ticket offer is if you have those resources. You can describe your target audience, say that like you're working with coaches or you're working with like wide audience of people, men, women, just describe it in detail. Describe the problems that you solve for them. Is it anxiety? Is it emotions? What exactly are the problems that are related to your high ticket offer? Then describe your method. Yes. Are you using the NLP method? Are you using like the cognitive behavioral psychology? Are you a nutritionist and you're using some recipes and etc.? Then you can upload your existing content. If you have made videos or if you have written books before, upload all that inside Claude. You can describe your tone of voice in more detail. Are you friendly? Are you more formal? Written text. But basically this sentence here that we've made, this sentence is enough, because you can just let Claude know that this is my high ticket program. Yes, just write it down here in the chat. This is the high ticket program that I have. So you will improve the quality of your life 2x by learning how to identify and change your beliefs in months of one-on-one work with me, without boring theory and only practical exercises and authentic NLP techniques. So let's just say this is going to be our high ticket offer, high ticket coaching offer. So now that we have it, that you have all your materials uploaded, insert ask Claude to give you ebook ideas on one of those 3 formats, and to include the nurturing messages. So let me do it with a voice. Give me some topics for ebooks, the ebooks idea that follow either of those 3 formats, and that will include the nurturing messages. And then after I prove one of the best ideas with you, I'm gonna ask you to write the ebook with me. So let's paste the prompt over here and let's see what it gives us. Okay, so here's the results. The 3 beliefs behind your anxiety. Calm in 90 seconds, a quick win. The first question you ask your anxiety, the first step. So let's say, well, maybe this first one, it spikes my curiosity. So let's say I'm going with this second one, because it's going to make our ebook a little bit shorter and with a more tangible result. So now that I have the name of the ebook, I'm going to ask it to please write like an outline for this ebook guide that I can use to launch ads to, and that will convert, I don't know, people well. Claude gives you the direction of thought, but do not imagine problems. If you're imagining problems, if your clients do not really use breathing apps, I mean, you can go on like search mode, web search, and you can search a little further, like, is it really something in demand? Is it really a problem? That, like, is it really the way that people are trying to solve the problem? And it doesn't help, then this could be a good solution for them. So just try and research if this is good enough, proven enough topic for you based on your expertise or based on some research that you're going to make. So now you have the exact structure of the ebook and you can check it out. Basically, you can check if that actually is what you are teaching, if it's related to your expertise, to your high ticket, yes. But then once it's okay, and it even gives you the closing page, the invitation, and the whole thing should be 8 to 15 pages max. You didn't even tell Claude that information that Claude already knows, like what is this like ebook meant to do. So it gives you the right settings for that. So once you have, like, you can copy that into your Google Doc and just work with that a little bit, just make it your own. And then once it's done, go ahead and just paste chapter 1 into the Claude chat and ask it to write it chapter by chapter. So write chapter 1 and then hit play, and it's going to give you the first chapter. So once you've composed your whole ebook, all the chapters, then you go ahead to go over to Lovable. And Lovable is a website builder. So it basically builds web pages. So they not only can be used for sites and landing pages, but if we're asking it to create anything, it's going to do it. But basically right now, we can use it to create an ebook. So you can also ask Claude, create a Lovable prompt to make this ebook. It's going to give you a prompt that you're going to paste along with the whole text of your ebook. So here's the paste ready Lovable prompt. Build a conversion-focused single-page interactive ebook, a lead magnet called Calm in 90 Seconds. So the goal is, this is a paid ads landing experience for anxiety coach, blah, 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 blah. So it's going to give you this full custom instruction, a very good instruction based on all what you've told it and what you've said. Claude is going to give you the structure. So let's try it out. So we're taking this whole prompt and we're going to use the prompt, and we're going to, along with the prompt, we're going to ask Lovable to, here is the ebook text. So it's going to use the text, copy paste the text from your Google Doc and put it inside here, and add that don't change anything in the ebook text. It's okay. So it's very important because it's going to start hallucinating. It's going to start trying to make it shorter and stuff. So click build. It's going to give you a version of an ebook that's going to look something like this. And if you don't like the design, you can also include in this Lovable prompt here, include the type of design that you want your ebook to be like. Okay. And if you have your certain brand guidance, if you have a design system already that your reporting business is following, just feed this design system, the fonts, the whatever, inside Claude, and ask it to build a prompt based on your design and brand system as well. So it's going to build an ebook that's going to look something like this. And here inside Lovable chat, you can keep editing it. So it does give you 5 credits, which is enough to generate it once and do a couple of tweaks, which may be enough if your text is well ready, for just being generated inside Lovable like this. So it should resemble an ebook like this. If it doesn't, just ask for it to hey, make it look more like an ebook. So it's gonna do it. But if you are out of credits, you can upgrade to a higher tier. But basically, this is a very quick way to do an ebook. There is a cheaper way to do it, which is through Canva and Canva design. You can go over to Canva. They have an AI assistant that will help you basically generate this PDF using AI as well. So paste from ebook text and ask it to create an ebook. So it has created an actual like ebook from the prompt and the text. So now that this chat has created the ebook, you can actually make it clickable. You can add, for example, your Calendly meeting link. So create the meeting in Calendly and copy the link to your sales call basically, and just paste it there. Samely here in the Lovable, here you can paste the Calendly link and it's gonna be put here in the book call buttons all through your ebook. So to start actually using this ebook, you can publish it, click publish, and here you're gonna see a link. So you just grab this link, yeah, and paste it in your browser, and you're gonna see this ebook right there. So now that you've given it your Calendly link, you can go ahead and publish it as a Canva website. Basically, you can give it your basically domain, or you can use a custom domain. Use that domain as a link that will direct the visitors to your ebook. So I would recommend sticking with Lovable because you will have everything under one roof. So basically, you're gonna wanna tell it to make it a /ebook access page. Yes, make this page /ebook access page, or whatever name it is, and it's going to make this particular ebook that you've just made. It's going to make it like an access page, right? And then go back and click into this home page. Yes, this is the home page. And on the home page, this is where you're going to develop your landing page for that ebook. So again, with Claude, you can develop a landing page structure based on the ebook that you've just created. So go ahead and ask it, prompt it to actually develop. Please give me a landing page structure for this ebook. A more detailed prompt should be that mobile, the landing page should be mobile first, and it should have a sticky button at the bottom of the page, and it has to be like with a crossed out before price and big like now price, with a countdown of like, let's say 5 hours left to use the discount. So this countdown is going to refresh on its own. So what we need is just this one touch point where they can see the countdown, and it's going to make them want to buy it right now. So the price should be on the bottom. Okay. So the now price should be anywhere around $7 to like $20. Here's a good spot to start. So let's say it's a $7 ebook. So basically now we're asking Claude to generate the whole landing page structure and text and everything. So it's going to end up looking something like this. You can keep editing it, keep improving it, and giving it some images, but it's going to be very simple. And just with one prompt, it's going to generate a very beautiful landing page that will look like this. So it's going to have a discount, it's going to have a price, it's going to have the button and other essential elements. So if you want like a fuller prompt, if you want the exact sort of a landing page that converts and brings thousands of dollars profit, then I can help you develop that for you. So basically, you keep improving on the prompt and keep tweaking it. You can add the information about you as a speaker, about your credentials and everything. So then what you have to do is, after you develop the landing page, is you're going to go to your Stripe account or set up your Stripe account. It's very easy to do. And in your Stripe account, go ahead to the product catalog and create a new product. So you can give it a name of your ebook, and you can give it a description. And in the description, I recommend putting this prompt that says, don't quit the page, like wait 3 seconds to be redirected. After the payment, wait for 3 seconds to be redirected to the ebook access page. Okay, so you can format it with some emojis and basically set the one-off price, the price that you've set for your ebook, which is, let's say, $7, but it could be like $10, $17. You can test different prices through advertising. Now click add product, and then go ahead to grab a payment link for that product. So click create a payment link and choose the product that you've made
for your ebook. And then this is your product like payment page. So click on after payment and click on don't show confirmation page. Redirect customers to your website. And here is the redirect. Here is where you are putting your ebook. Grab the full URL and paste it here. Then click create link and copy that link URL. That's going to be your payment link. That will actually, here it is. The link URL will show up over here. Copy that link and then go ahead to your landing page and then put it into the chat. Ask Lovable to use it on the payment button. Hit run. So it will add this payment link. So when people click on this buy button, they will get redirected to that payment page. When they click pay, they will pay and get redirected to the ebook page automatically and start reading the ebook basically. So that will do for the very quick setup of an ebook. So we have actually created the ebook itself and it's very good quality. We have created an access page for that ebook and the landing page for the ebook, and we have created the payment link. So now that you have your ebook ready, you can actually go ahead and grab the landing page link, and the easiest, the fastest thing you can do is you can go ahead and paste it in your Instagram account, your coaching Instagram account, for example. If you have active followers who basically you want to know how to monetize them, you can post a story, you can post a reel related to the content of the ebook, and you can basically get some sales monetizing your current followers and even monetizing some people who would, want to buy it from your reels. So you need to develop some strategy for reels. They need to be engaging, they need to be nurturing also for people to want to buy the ebook. But if you want to go one step further, 2 steps further, 3 steps further, if you want to actually start making thousands of dollars selling this ebook in a way that you can control, in a way that you can scale, I would not recommend starting with Amazon and all that, but to actually have your own traffic to create, like you can keep creating reels, you can keep creating more and more content that would work, but you can also leverage advertisement. So the second thing the next thing you can do is you can use the reels that have worked for you, that have generated the most sales, and you can run ads to those reels, and you can scale those views. You can scale those views in a controlled way, and you can boost the sales. And I'm going to show you the example of the ads campaign and what it looks like in a moment. But basically, that's the fastest way that you can scale your ebook, through ads. You can go one step further and you can, for example, set up an automation in ManyChat that will trigger once a person sends a keyword. So when a person comments on your post or reel, so you have to create a reel where you will say, hey, comment below to learn how to fix your anxiety problem. Comment below. Icon the word anxiety, for example, or the word start, and I will send you an ebook at a discounted price, and you could start fixing your anxiety today. So they will send it a keyword, and inside ManyChat automation, you will set it up in a way that you will automatically send a message from your Instagram account, and the person will receive this link, the link to your landing page inside that automation. So you can set it up, and you can go even one step further, and you can start leveraging ads. You can run ads, Instagram ads, Facebook ads, using this reel that has worked in the best way. You can use that reel and you can boost the views through paid ads. Basically, I'm going to show you right now what this advertisement looks like inside the ads manager. And you can go even further and you can run the ads through the CRM system. It could be any CRM system that will actually, let me show it to you, that will actually run those leads through your CRM. And you can even set up the follow-up emails automation that will keep following up the leads. You have all your active deals here, and you can basically upsell those leads infinitely, aside from just inviting them on your sales call. So basically, let me go ahead and show you an example of an ads campaign and what it looks like when you run the ads to your ebook offer. So let's take a look at this one, for example. This one is for a content creator. She didn't know how she could monetize her content. Basically, she created an ebook about how to go viral on Instagram, and we've been running an ad. And so while the ebook costs anywhere between $7 to $15, we've tested multiple price points. She was paying anywhere from $1 to $6 in ad spend per sale. So she was making 2x, 3x ROAS, return on ad spend. So every book that she sells in advertisement, she gives Meta $6, and the person buys the book for $15. So let's take a look at the example of an ad creative. So it could be a very simple as just an image ad that looks like this, has their main offer on top. Yes, the main offer of this ebook, the main promise of this ebook, and it has your price offer. It's very important to include the price offer on the ads creative. So I like doing it this way. I cross off the old price and I give them the new price so they can see the difference. And you can write the copy. That is basically something you can also generate with Claude. So you can ask it, please write me an ads copy for that ebook. Yes. And basically you paste it into the primary text area. You can write the headline for that ebook. And also don't forget to include the price as well in that primary text. And that is a pro tip, because your advertisement will be optimizing. It will be looking for people who are ready and who want to buy the ebook, more and more similar people who want to buy the ebook at this price point, So this is a very pro tip. That tip cost me a lot of thousands of dollars of wasted ad spend. So be sure to include the price, the before and the now price in your copy, and preferably on your ads creative. So those are some pro tips for you on how you can start advertising. Well, you can basically go ahead and choose the area. If that's your own country, select the country. Yes, you can select the country, the interests that are related to the topic of your ebook. The age range, I recommend setting at 24 to 50, that's usually the sweet spot. And men, women, you can select based on your niche, based on the type of client that you have. So basically, that will do it. This is a pro way to go about it. If you want to learn to actually advertise or ebooks, if you want to scale your ebooks and go beyond promoting them through your content, I can coach you one-on-one. And for your specific case, for your specific situation in your coaching business, or if you are just starting out and you want to build your digital product business, together with my guidance, you can click below and sign up for a strategy call with me, where I will look in detail what your situation is, what your sales situation is, how you're selling with your high ticket, or what is the area of expertise that you can profit from the most. And you can start building your digital product business today.